Hello, this is Shambhavi. Welcome to Satsang. Satsang is an ancient spiritual practice from India. It means being in reality together. I give Satsang live every Wednesday and Sunday night in Portland, Maine. This Dharma talk was recorded during one of our Wednesday night gatherings. Please visit jayakula.org to learn more about the teachings. You can find video satsangs on Jayakula's YouTube channel, and my books are all available on Amazon.com. Much love to you, wherever and however you are. When we want to wake up, or when we want to be of benefit to other people, same thing. We can't let little obstacles stall us. And as I've been talking to a few people about, when something knocks us down, we only get to feel sorry for ourselves for about 5 minutes if we're really on this path. And then we get up and we dust ourselves off and we figure out how to keep going. I've been watching, in my illness, this science fiction series I've never seen before, but I can't believe it. It's called Stargate. I don't know why I never watched it, but anyway, I didn't. So I was watching the last series, and there's this character in it, for those of you that's seen it, the character Eli. He's a gamer, a video gamer, and he's just the sweetest. Anyway, he gets recruited into this Stargate program where people go through this apparatus into other planets. It sort of creates this wormhole, and then you go through it and you end up on another planet somewhere else in the galaxy. These Stargate folks in this top secret program, they put this video game out with a puzzle in it that if anybody ever solved it, it would solve a problem that they had with the Stargate not being able to get it to work. But they embedded it in this video game and then just sent it out in the wild so that they could see if anyone could solve it, because they couldn't. So this geeky guy, Eli, who lives with his mom and, doesn't really have much to do except play games. He was at MIT, but he got kicked out for some reason. I don't remember the backstory, but so he solves it, right? And they recruit him into this secret Stargate program. And throughout the episodes that I've watched, he always has this function among the group of people that are together in working on this ship. They end up on this ship and they can't get back to Earth. And it's the ship that they don't even know how to run. It's like an alien ship, and it seems to have a mind of its own. And they don't even know how to steer it at first. So everyone else, whenever there's an obstacle, starts moaning and groaning. And, that'll never work. Oh, that'll never work. But his function is always, why not? Of course it'll work. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's try the other. Right? And that's why he ends up really being smarter than everybody else, because he never gives up. He never gives up. He never says that's impossible. And in order to solve problems, he doesn't just keep doggedly trying the same thing over and over again, banging his head against a wall, which is what a lot of us do. He's always willing to think in far-flung ways about solutions that seem crazy, and in order to come up with something that works. And in the end, he ends up saving everyone's lives and preventing the destruction of the whole project and blah, blah, blah. So, and it's really wonderful. And that's how we have to be when we come up in obstacles in our lives as practitioners. We always have a positive attitude. We be creative. And if we get knocked down, we pick ourselves up right away and continue. And that includes when we get sick. There's a lot of people, when you get some minor ailment or you stub your toe or whatever, go into these doom and gloom attitudes about stuff, or feel like you have to, stop everything because you have some minor physical ailment happening. It's true that we sometimes get ailments that stop us in our tracks. That is true. I'm not saying that we don't, and that we have to take to our beds or be in hospitals or whatever. But this kind of stuff that stops a lot of people is just minor. Part of the reason that I kept teaching through this cold is because I want you all to know that this is about the sickest I've been in a few years at least. And we had Ayurveda scheduled on Saturday, and I thought of canceling, and I looked at the calendar, and I realized that there was absolutely no time to reschedule it in the month of April. There's just no room. And that everyone we'd either have to add another month on at the end, or, do something, and it would kind of affect the momentum of the teaching, and I just decided to go ahead. And then last night was Banu's first night here, and I wanted him to feel welcome, so I showed up at his party. And today, why not? Why should I sit at home watching Stargate? Right? When I could be here contributing something. So what? I feel sick. So it's not a matter of toughing it through, like I'm going to prove I can do it. I hope you get that too. The feeling is, no, I want to keep helping people. I want to keep being with people. I want to demonstrate something to you all. It wasn't like, I'm invulnerable. I don't feel like I'm pushing through in that way at all. So there's a big difference in attitude. When you actually enlarge your view with your heart, all real view comes from the heart, and you're thinking about what you actually want and how to actually do the best thing for your own sadhana and other people. Then you don't get stopped by so many obstacles. You keep trying. And if we have help, like we have teachers and we have various tools to help us when we do get knocked down, to help us to find the best next step, right? We don't have to go it alone, just bashing our head in every direction. We can actually consult with wisdom to find out what the next best step is when we've been knocked down by illness, or I'm talking more about other more complicated life situations than a head cold, of course. But as tantrikas, we are being very positive about our capacity to act skillfully in the world. And it is not skillful to get knocked down and lie around moaning about yourself for days or weeks or years on end. That isn't skillful. That's wasting an opportunity. Jayakula is a nonprofit community offering opportunities to learn and practice in the direct realization traditions of Trika Shaivism and Dzogchen. We are based in Portland, Maine and Portland, Oregon. Visit jayakula.org to explore more of our offerings.